Hello everyone, this is Amir Safa, Senior FX Consultant at Worldwide Currencies. Today I'm going to run you through what's happened to the pound, euro and dollar over the course of this week. So if we go straight onto the pound, it's experienced quite a lot of strength actually. Initially, we saw some sort of weakness because Boris Johnson came out and said we should prepare for a no deal Brexit. However, later on in the week, both the negotiators for the EU and the UK, so Barnier and Frost, they had a telephone call, and after that they agreed to actually meet and start negotiating again with the view that a deal will be done by mid-November. That was seen as a real positive by the market. So as a result, the pound strengthened quite a bit. So we'll see what happens when comments come out from both parties in the next day or so. Other positive news for the pound is the UK and Japan agreed a free trade agreement, which is obviously very good. The Bank of England have also said they're not going to introduce negative interest rates just yet, as the economy isn't ready for that. So that strengthened the pound because interest rates are going to stay the same for the time being. So overall, the pound has been strong, but it's highly dependent on what's happening on the Brexit front. Onto the euro, generally it's been quite weak actually. We had some really poor data come out in the last couple of days. So I'm looking at Eurozone consumer confidence, I'm looking at German consumer climate, both of which disappointed the market. The French economy minister Le Maire also suggested that Q4 of 2020 is going to show negative GDP, meaning their economy would have contracted. This is not what they had hoped for. They hoped for a recovery in late 2020, but he did point towards 2021 for hopefully showing a rebound in economic growth. This has led to the ECB looking more into introducing stimulus straight away as opposed to later on. And the market thinks this may happen sooner rather than later. So as a result, the euro has weakened against the pound and the dollar. So if we go straight onto the dollar now, it's been very volatile, but really is based on its safe haven status at the minute. So to give some background, the Democrats and Republicans have been negotiating a new fiscal stimulus package for a little while now. And it was assumed that an agreement would be in place before the presidential elections on the 3rd of November. And that's why initially the dollar weakened, because the market took a risk-off approach, because they were positive and optimistic about this package coming to fruition. However, in the last day or so, we have seen the dollar strengthen as the market took a more risk-off approach, as that optimism has faded a little bit. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully in the next week or two, we can see some sort of deal struck that will help their economy and households. In addition, the US unemployment claims data that was released yesterday came out at 787,000 compared to 860,000 that was forecast. So that came out better than expected and also contributed to a stronger dollar. So overall, the pound's been very strong, the euro's been weak, and the dollar's been subject to movement based on its safe haven status. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week.